I was 15 the night my life shattered. Rain hammered the hood of my sweatshirt as I stood outside my own home, locked out forever. My stepfather's voice echoed through the door. "You're useless, Ethan." Dead weight. Then came the shove. The door slammed. The bolt clicked. My mother didn't come outside. I called her name. No answer. Not even a whisper. The streetlights flickered above me like a final warning. "You're on your own now." I wandered the dark streets with nothing but a cracked phone, a backpack, and a mind full of dreams no one believed in. My clothes clung cold to my skin. Every stranger's glance felt like danger. A police siren wailed in the distance. I found shelter in the most humiliating place behind a dumpster behind an old cafe. The air smelled like stale fries and disappointment. I curled into myself and stared up at the stars. My phone battery was at 3%. Before it shut off, I read the last message I sent my mom. "Will you open the door? Please." It showed, "Seen," but no reply. My tears mixed with the rain. Days turned into weeks, stealing leftovers, sleeping in abandoned bus stops, running from those who saw homeless kids as prey. But every night, even in cold and hunger, I dreamed. I had ideas, apps and systems that could change everything. A learning AI for poor students. Software to detect lies in corporate finance. A marketplace for coders to earn from skills. No laptop, no internet, no chance, not yet. One afternoon, I found a half-broken laptop in a trash bin behind a university. The screen cracked, keys missing, but it turned on. That was enough. I spent nights at a 24-hour laundromat not washing clothes, but stealing Wi-Fi for coding. People looked at me like I was filth. One man spat near my shoe and sneered. "Homeless trash thinks he's smart." I didn't talk back. I kept typing. Every line of code was revenge against those who hoped I'd stay nothing. Then, she appeared. Her name was Arya. Beautiful, kind eyes. A little too perfect for a place like this. She worked nights at the laundromat, studying nursing during the day. She noticed the bruises under my hoodie and the hunger in my eyes. "Do you need a place to sleep?" she asked softly. I froze. Kindness was scarier than threats. "No, I'm fine," I lied. She smiled sadly, handed me a sandwich, and said, "Eat. You can't build the future on an empty stomach." I stared at her. Something in my chest woke up. Arya became the first person in months to treat me like a human being. Little did I know, she would also become the reason my heart would break worse than it already was. But for now, I had purpose. I wasn't homeless. I was hidden. And when hidden things grow, they grow dangerous. Nights in the laundromat became my new life. While washers rattled and dryers spun like tired planets, I tapped away at the broken laptop, building something the world didn't know it needed yet. ArcScope, a security software that could predict cyber attacks by analyzing digital patterns. Most teens my age were worrying about exams. I was trying to outsmart criminals and corporations. Arya always brought me food, sandwiches, noodles, even warm soup on colder nights. She'd sit beside me for a few minutes, watching my fingers dance over the keys. "You're brilliant, Ethan," she whispered once. No one had ever said that to me before. Not my mother, not teachers, definitely not my stepfather. I clung to those words like life support. One night, Arya asked the question I'd been avoiding. "Why don't you go home?" I swallowed hard. "They don't want me." She didn't say, "I'm sorry." She simply touched my hand, the warmest thing I'd felt in months, and replied, "Then build a life so great, they regret ever letting you go." Her smile made me feel dangerous. By month 3, ArcScope could detect hacks before they happened. I uploaded the beta version online for testing. The next morning, my email exploded, over 5,000 downloads overnight. I couldn't believe it. Maybe I wasn't just coding to survive. Maybe I was coding to rise. A few days later, a message arrived from a name I recognized from tech headlines. Lucas Brandt, CEO of Brandt Cyber Corp. A billionaire, a shark in a suit. "Your software is interesting. Come to my office tomorrow." I almost fainted. Arya insisted on coming with me, not inside, but just to make sure I was safe traveling. "This world eats kids with big dreams," she said. "Don't let them swallow you." Brandt Corp's building stabbed into the sky like it owned the air around it. Inside the office, Lucas Brandt leaned back in a black leather chair, studying me with cold curiosity. "So the genius is homeless," he smirked. "Makes sense. Desperation creates innovation." His assistant, a woman with a sharp bob cut, dropped a contract on the table. $50,000 for full ownership rights. My breath caught. It was more money than I had ever imagined touching. But then I read the fine print. They would own everything. My software, my ideas, my future. Brandt tapped the contract. Kids like you don't get second chances. Sign it. My hands trembled. I imagined warm beds, clean clothes, real food. I imagined making Arya proud. But, no, this was my dream. I looked him straight in the eye and said, I might be homeless, but I'm not stupid. I stood, heart pounding, and walked out. His assistant scoffed. You'll come crawling back. They always do. Outside, Arya was waiting under the building lights, fear in her eyes. How did it go? I exhaled and smirked. He tried to buy me. Arya smiled proud, fierce. Then you already won. In that moment, I felt unstoppable. But power attracts enemies, and my rise was about to get darker. Because some people don't take rejection well. 2 weeks after rejecting Brandt's offer, Arcscope wasn't just trending, it was exploding. Tech blogs called me the unknown genius, cybersecurity's future, the homeless hacker who outsmarted billionaires. Investors wanted meetings, corporations wanted licenses. I wanted to believe my nightmare was finally over. Arya hugged me so tight I forgot the world had ever been cruel. You're going to be great, she said. And I want a front row seat. I wanted her in every seat. But the world has a way of testing you right when you start to smile. One evening, I returned to the laundromat and everything was gone. My laptop, my notebooks, my prototype drives, Arcscope, all that remained was a small sticky note on the table. You should have signed. L. My chest tightened so hard I thought I'd faint. They didn't just steal my invention. They tried to kill my dream. Arya grabbed my shoulders as I shook with rage. We're not losing this. Not now. Not to them. She led me to a place she said only she trusted. An old abandoned computer repair shop where her uncle once worked. Dust thick as snowfall. Broken monitors piled like tombstones. But electricity still worked. And more importantly, so did the dusty old server racks. We rebuild, she insisted. And this time, we make it unstoppable. Her loyalty felt like sunlight. Weeks passed. We slept little, coded a lot. Arcscope 2.0 was stronger, faster, unhackable. I added a new feature. It would track anyone trying to steal or copy it. A digital trap. We launched quietly at midnight. By morning, 100,000 downloads, servers melting, security agencies emailing me, tech giants begging for meetings. We did it. Arya jumped into my arms, laughing and crying. I told you they can't stop you. Her breath on my neck felt like hope. But in the shadows, Brandt was watching. And when someone like him realizes they can't buy you, they try to destroy you. That night, as Arya and I walked back toward the shelter, a black SUV rolled up beside us. 2 men in suits stepped out. You're coming with us. Arya squeezed my hand. I squeezed back. No. The man flashed a badge. We have a warrant for cyber activity threatening national security. Brandt had escalated the game. I was handcuffed and shoved into the SUV. Arya's scream pierced the night. Ethan, fight them, fight. The doors slammed shut. My heart sank. Brandt didn't just steal from me. He was trying to erase me. The SUV smelled of leather, metal, and fear. 2 agents sat on either side of me silent, like statues trained to crush hope. We arrived at a sleek government facility, all glass and armed guards. My cuffs were removed, and they escorted me into a small room with a metal table and a single chair. Minutes later, a man in a navy suit entered. Tall, calm, too calm. Ethan Hayes, he began. You're in deep trouble. He slid a tablet across the table. On the screen, Arcscope files, blueprints, source code, but the worst part, a document stamped Brandt Corp at the top. This data, the agent said, originated from your personal account. You leaked classified security software to a private corporation. My jaw clenched so hard I tasted blood. That's impossible. They stole it from me. He didn't blink. We have evidence you invited them in. He tapped the screen again. A security camera video loaded. I leaned forward, and my heart stopped. There she was, Arya, sneaking into the laundromat, plugging in a USB drive, downloading Arcscope. My code, my soul, sold behind my back. No, I whispered. She wouldn't. The agent folded his arms. She works for Brandt. She was placed to get close to you. The walls felt like they were collapsing in on me. The late night meals, the encouragement, the touch of her hand. All part of a plan. All a lie. The agent leaned closer. Lucas Brandt doesn't want to buy you anymore. He wants to bury you. They threw me into a holding cell, cold concrete, colder betrayal. Hours passed or maybe years before a guard appeared and opened the door. "You're free to go." I stumbled outside, confused. And there she was, Arya, waiting. Her eyes were wet with tears, but tears meant nothing now. I stepped toward her, every memory burning inside me. "Why?" My voice cracked. She swallowed hard. "I was supposed to just get the code and disappear. But I fell for you." My laugh came out like a wound. "So you stole my future because you loved me." She stepped closer, voice trembling. "I tried to stop them. I tried to protect you. I backed away. You were the only good thing I had." Her tears fell harder. "Ethan, let me fix this." I looked into the eyes of the girl who gave me hope. "And took everything away. There's nothing left to fix." I turned and walked into the night alone again. But not broken. Not this time. If Brant wanted war, I'd give him a war he'd never forget. Betrayal can do two things: break a man, or forge him. I chose the second. I disappeared into the underground corners of the tech world. Hackers, coders, rebels who lived off-grid like digital ghosts. People Brant feared. People who hated men in suits with too much power. They didn't trust me at first. Until they saw what I built. Arc Scope 3.0. Not software anymore. A cyber shield, capable of protecting entire governments and exposing any corrupt corporation behind a screen. Including Brant Corp. One stormy night, every monitor in Brant's headquarters flashed red. Property of Ethan Hayes retrieved. I watched remotely as chaos unfolded. Servers locked. Private data leaked to authorities. Stock price plummeting. Brant himself escorted out in handcuffs. Fraud, theft, cybercrime. I didn't smile. Justice isn't joy, it's balance. A week later, I stood on a TED Talk stage. Clean suit, clean life, clean future. The world finally knew my name. Ethan Hayes, founder and CEO of Arc Scope Technologies. Worth $3.2 billion within the first year. The applause felt like thunder made of forgiveness. Not toward Arya, but toward myself. She showed up again, outside my company tower, dressed in guilt. "Ethan, I never wanted to hurt you. I wanted to protect you." I breathed deep. "If you loved me, you would have stood beside me, not behind me with a knife." She reached out. I stepped back. "Goodbye, Arya," she cried as I walked away. It hurt, but not like before. Because now I understood. Sometimes the people sent to break you are the ones who build your strength. 1 year later, my name appeared on the Forbes cover. From homeless to tech king, the boy who refused to break. I bought the old laundromat. Left one washer running forever as a reminder of where I started. I wasn't homeless anymore. I wasn't unwanted. I wasn't helpless. I was Ethan Hayes. Proof that even on the streets, a billionaire can be born.